Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel, Jack here, and do I have a journey for you today? If you like what you see, make sure you click the subscribe button, notification bell, like or dislike button, and yeah, these videos take a lot of work to get sorted out, edited and all ready, so if you guys are new, make sure you show some love to this video, and also the other videos as well, that I will leave cards scattered throughout the video even. Anyway, so we got daily races here. I've been meaning to show this one off. This is last week's daily race C at St Croix. Now this one's really good. I started on pole. This was Monday, and it looks like the guy behind me decided to bin it there, the German. So of course we luckily have a little bit of a buffer there. Ideally, want to keep the guys faster to us, further away from us, and then obviously the ones that are a little bit slower than them, yeah, they can be closer to us, but we just need to break away as much as we can. Of course, we're in a Supra here. I really like this car actually, it's really nice. And in addition, I've actually got an amazing livery on from Heatseeker. A really cool livery actually, I really like this one. Colour scheme, the shine, it's really nice. But anyway, so we are starting to break away here. We do have 6 laps this one, but we're only going to really look at the first lap here. Just 1 to see my lines, and 2 to see if we can actually start breaking away, which is really what we're going to try and do, and try and break that slipstream as best as we can. And of course, don't worry guys, I do have some other races from this week coming up very shortly as well. So just make sure you watch to the end, because there's a lot of moments in this one. I've made sure to get the best of the best for you guys. So anyway, this circuit I don't know really anything about. This was my second race here, I think, or it could have been my first. Can't quite remember now. Actually, this may have been my second. Oh, I can't remember now. Either way, I know this is one of my first races here, and I did a bit of practicing and a little bit of lobby practice as well. I was in Digit's lobby, GTHR Digit, really nice guy. But I was in his lobby in a live stream the other week, and I was really slow. I was at the back, as to be expected. But it was cool to learn the track that way. Of course, we've got Bathurst this week, so haven't really bothered as such, but it's been a little bit busier the past couple of days, and the next couple of days will also be busy. Hence why I'm throwing this compilation here to you guys. Of course, I've got a little bit of a backlog of videos to sort, so if you guys want me to do like maybe I'll do a little surprise for you guys later on in the year of all these different things I've got. But anyway, so we do have the Lambo swiftly approaching us here, 4 tenths behind, 5 tenths behind. It's quickly getting brought down though, because that Lambo, really nice around here. That's where I got my qualifying time, and I do improve on that as well later on in the week. But this is the only video that I have got of this week here. Although I did participate in a couple of races. My Kudos Prime not looking too good, my scores keep dropping. So I need to work on my DR. Definitely something I need to start working on. I would like to be A, but I seem to keep dropping. So we might have to go back onto the second account. We'll have to see. But anyway, we're going to skip forward here to the end of lap 6, where we broke the slipstream, and you can see that gap, 2.4 seconds. Not too bad that, I'll take that. So we're actually going to get our first win on the channel, or if not the first, it's definitely one of the first anyway. So happy days, that is a great way to start the video. And just, of course, for the awesomeness, we're going to show it off here as well. Just a satisfying feeling. And that's that awesome livery that Heatseeker made me, so love it very much. Thank you, mate. So anyway, we're on race number 2 here, 2 of 3. And this one, we're at Bathurst. This is my first race of the day. We're in the Honda NSX, starting in P5. And the driver in front is actually a very important character, the Spaniard, so we're going to keep an eye on him. And this one, of course, it's in the dark. I like Bathurst, I can drive Bathurst. Normally group 3s, to be fair, so group 4s here was a little bit unusual, but it was still good. However, in the dark, it's something I have not actually tried on this game yet, so this was extremely new to me. Apart from Tokyo Expressway in the dark, actually, I have raced there, but I think that's the only time I have been there. And we can see there already, P1 and 2 already splitting off from us lot. So, I don't think it's wise to battle them at this stage. We need to be working together so we don't lose the slipstream. The Spaniard gets it wrong, we're going to get that move. So we're immediately up into P4, but again, the target is just behind us. So, we want to keep things as safe as we can on track. We've got the Mazda up ahead here. Quite a nice car. In fact, I do pick it later on in the video. So if we just have a little look here on the mini-map, you can see the Spaniard is definitely looking to attack, and very clearly wants to as well. So we're just going to look at the mini-map here, and Yeah, that was a complete dive bomb. And didn't even wait for me or or anything. Oh, someone else has gone off there. Didn't wait for me or anything. It was just a complete attack. And yeah, that's when it obviously got a couple of positions. I fall down the order. Really disappointed in myself, but at the same time I can't help being dive bombed. But yeah, it was just a nasty first lap basically. So we're going to skip forward here, just to the end of the Conrad straight, where we're going to actually outbrake ourselves because I've missed my braking point, and I'll say goodbye to P7 and hello to P12. Yeah, P12. So very sad times that. Really disappointed in myself, but at the same time, again, I can't help being dive bomb. So anyway, we're going to skip forward here, halfway through the race, lap 4, and we see two guys going side by side here. And ideally, we want to, well, let them get on with it and we work our way around. That's not really going to happen so much. They're going to actually give each other a lot of respect, which is good, but obviously I want to get through the pack. I know I've got the pace. So, not ideal, and I'm getting... Well, luckily I wasn't in that position there, because I would have been squeezed, without a doubt. But, of course, we do still have a bit of time left of this race, where there is still a bit of chaos to kick off yet. So, we're going to brake here at the photographer and start turning in just after the cone. And we're going to see here, now this group of 3 has become a group of 4, with the Brit just behind us there, Black Dog, just behind us, holding his ground. Because at this point we have been holding him off, but not been able to really keep him at bay too well. And we are currently setting some faster laps, at least in the blues anyway, which is always helpful. See the Brit a couple of positions there, starting to break away, but these two kind of decide to battle, which I'd rather not, because therefore they both compromise their lines. Luckily though, we're going to get on the inside here, but with the Honda, I don't think it's got a lot of good acceleration there. At least it didn't feel that way anyway. I think that was a Jaguar that just went there. So, of course, I'm not going to have any luck against a Jaguar. But in addition, I don't lose one position, I lose 2. So back into actually I'm down into P13 now. And we're going to attack this wall. We're going to really hope that someone ahead makes a mistake. That's pretty much going to be the best we can hope for on this track. And it kind of happens. We get a nice move done on Black Dog there. A little bit of trading paint, but we still kept it on track, so that was all nice. And the Frenchman here just got in the way and therefore loses me all that momentum and speed, and therefore that invites Black Dog to attack, but luckily did not do so there. The Frenchman there with a penalty, I think that might be a second there, or half a second, I can't quite make it out from it, but that will of course have its own course, that will run its own course, and we'll see if we have to worry about that or not. At the moment though, we're just a little bit too far away from this pack, but them 3 are all battling. You've got the Italian just behind us now as well. So something must have happened behind, but we don't need to worry about that for now. What we need to worry about is trying to get past the Frenchman with a penalty here. That's the main objective. Bull Rider. And this guy just goes off track, but just about. I just about get past. I get tagged from Bull Rider here, and pretty much go straight into the Belgium. And that is just one of the joys of this track in the dark. And I'm obviously very annoyed that there's no pit strategy or tyre strategy or anything. So it's basically, it's basically a sprint, which I'm not really big on for daily racing. I'd rather actually there be some strategy so I can start getting some DR. So anyway, we're going to work with Pete here. Give him a little bit of a bump draft. Like accidentally, I think he might have braked too early. He might have braked too early there. So what we're going to do, we're going to give up the position and let him have that, because I didn't want to get that position that way. That would have been uncalled for, and I don't like to make dirty moves. So we're going to return that to him. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be all she wrote there. We're going to see, are we able to get any more positions on this final lap? As you see, we are 15th right now, but that's quickly going to change to 14th there, because one of the Brits unfortunately got it wrong in the sand. Happened to me multiple times in this in this race, so I get that. And also the track guide does not come out, at least at this point anyway, from Tichney, so I haven't been able to, of course, watch that. So pretty much just making do on my practice. So again, we start in P5. This is the big race, guys. So again, lots of moments to start kicking off with. And we've now chosen the Atenza, which actually I think I much prefer. I like the Honda, but this Atenza feels really nice. I feel like the brakes are extremely nice on it as well, or extremely strong on it as well. So anyway, we've already lost the slipstream to the drivers up ahead there, P1 to 4. So that's not good. We're already under attack from the Frenchman behind. But luckily, he's in the Megane Trophy, I believe. So that's actually going to be helpful to us, because overtaking that thing's not really going to be easy. So hopefully we can work together and maybe find ourselves through the pack. But it looks like the Frenchman up ahead there gets it wrong. So we're actually going to be in slipstream range, which is really helpful. And this is a very tough corner to get right. And then the rest of this is pretty much going to be flat out until we get to Skyline, I think it's called. I'm still learning the names of the tracks, but I think this is the only one I know a couple names too. Actually no, this one and Silverstone I think. But that'll be my time spent in ACC. So anyway, we're going to get that done. We're going to keep it flat there, get it all done right. I'm actually going to lift just before that descent there. And now at Skyline we're going to just try and focus on drivers ahead and just make sure we get it right. So Frenchman here gets a little bit wrong. We find ourselves on the right side there, but not really on the best side. So we're going to pretty much lose that potential position. But we are still in P5, which is good. And the Frenchman behind, of course, keeping us, you know, helping us along. So we're going to go for the move on Motorrad on the outside here. At least on the outside of that corner. So we're on the corner straight, I believe. I think the Forest Elbow is coming up as well. Let me know, guys, if I got any of these right or if I got them all wrong. So we're going to be approaching this corner here. So I'm very nervous from the drivers behind because they're both very close. I'm going to just try and make sure we brake on point, which we do. So this guy doesn't back out of it. And unfortunately, I do give him a little bit of a tap. But he did decide to hang around the outside there, so it was probably inevitable anyway. And same with the driver behind him. I reckon they just gave each other enough momentum to take them off track. So therefore we're going to be moving up into P4. Again, still under attack from the Frenchman behind, but he is still helped me along by giving me some bumps. Looking up ahead here, it looks like the two drivers, I couldn't tell if there was any dispute or maybe P2 was just trying to break the slipstream there, but either way, that's going to slow both of them down, so going to help us out. However, it's not going to help the leader out. Actually, it is going to help the leader out. That's going to help the leader break away, which is pretty much, I think the slipstream could be broken at this point, and that's the thing with this track. I think as soon as the slipstream's broken, you can probably get a win, if you're obviously ahead. Assuming that obviously there's no mistakes or anything. And there may end up being another video or two on this one in the week, but I think I definitely need to try and repair my driver rating. So anyway, so it looks like these drivers here, the Megane up ahead gets it slightly wrong, meets Mr. Barrier and then goes ghosted out, so therefore we're going to get a little bit closer, which is a little bit helpful, but I don't really want to be slowed down. I want to just be able to stick to my own line. So this guy brakes and throws me off here. So actually the Frenchman behind going to get a beautiful move done on me there on the inside in the trophy. So we got both the Meganes up ahead. I haven't actually ever driven the standard Megane, just the trophy. So maybe I'll have to check it out, see if that's a worthy contender for this one, or just at any event in the future. So back into P5, it seems to be our lucky position lately. And of course these two are going to battle, but that's going to pretty much sort itself out. We're going to skip forward a little bit later here. So we need to keep an eye out on the driver behind the Belgium, because he's quickly going to be able to be in attacking distance here. As you can see on the mini-map, he is definitely looking for the move. We're going to cover off the inside here for this corner because he wants to make a move on me now. So we're going to brake. Maybe we broke a little bit early there, but of course in the Subaru, it's a very, very nice car, but unfortunately gets it wrong. But we're going to be just about too far away to properly make a move, but we are thinking about it and we are going to attempt, but we're just going to be not quite there yet. So we have to accept P6 for now. And again, we can still see the Meganes just up ahead. So hopefully these guys can all fight and then maybe start slowing each other down. That'd be helpful. But you see there, the Belgium's actually got the fastest lap of the race, at least so far anyway. So we know he's got the pace. It could be an idea, me hopping in the WRX actually. I do quite like that car. So I might have to hop in that later on in the week. but I did quite enjoy the Atenza, at least for today anyway. So we just want to try and get the most widest of entries onto this corner here, just to bring the most amount of speed into the mix. And we do actually get it quite nicely done there. You can see there the driver behind the German, 3.4 seconds away. This is another start of the video, and not for the right reasons. So we're going to just try and just be patient here. Looks like one of the Megans goes off there. I think that one could have been the standard Megan there. So happy days, back into P5. Again, this one just it's so hard to get it all right, but I don't know what the Belgium got the penalty for up ahead there. I was really confused. Maybe touched the wall or something, I don't know. Second penalty seemed a bit extreme, but that's very unfortunate. So in the meantime, we're going to keep an eye on that penalty up ahead, but what we need to focus on mainly is going to be the Italian ahead and the German behind, because the German does make an appearance very shortly. So we're going to work with the Italian here, because I think this could be the smartest move, keeping us both in a battle. It's a bit too early to be properly battling, in my opinion. We want to try and work together. At least that's what I would personally like to do anyway. And then we do look on the inside, but he does cover it off, but that's fair enough. So we're going to just stay behind and keep bumping him along, just like what was happening earlier with the Frenchman in P2. It looks like this time it's the Italian that gets it wrong there in the Atenza. So just what happened to the Belgian last time. We're going to be on the outside here, but we do get squeezed. I know if I didn't back out of it, I would have been squeezed completely. So we had to back out of it there. Maybe backed out a bit too much, so we lost way too much momentum. But yeah, unfortunate. We're just going to keep looking forward here. And you can see there that penalty has now been served. So these two are not really going to battle as such, but the Italians are going to get round. And now it's going to be our turn. Are we going to be able to make a move on the Belgium? In my opinion, we are definitely in the right position here, but he does turn in on us anyway here. I thought that move was very disrespectful. So I didn't agree with that one. I was fully alongside and I was on the inside. He could have hung it around, but he didn't have to turn into me. So therefore we've got the German behind, and randomly starts to flash us. Not too sure why, but I think this is just how the German likes to race, which in my opinion it's not really respectful. It's of course trying to distract the opponents. So I don't respect that at all. But we don't have to worry about him too much for the time being. Or him or her, sorry. Again, we just really want to be looking ahead and trying to reach our braking points to break away. Unfortunately, with being so close to the Belgium here, we're not going to be able to do so as such. Unless we can work together, which is not really going to happen. As you see, I just decided to completely plant it in the wall. And again, under fire with the German behind and throwing me the flashes, so therefore making me lose concentration in my brake marker. So I'm a little bit livid at this point, not really happy with all this disrespectful racecraft, I guess. Is that the right word? I suppose on the bright side, I am currently ahead, which is currently what we want to be doing. And it does look for a move on the outside of us here, or actually inside of this corner, soon to be the outside for the next. It does back out of it, but we, however, miss our braking point a little bit. We're going to take it just off track, just for a couple of seconds. I was not happy with him here. I didn't mean for that to be such an aggressive rejoin, but I was not happy there. And you're going to see here the Brit is going to look for a move, and actually gets it done, but quite aggressively. So I reckon that the German was quite aggressive with that Brit as well. So perhaps it's just going to be this guy's driving style. So I'm going to do the same and give him some flashes, because I did not agree with what he did. And he's doing it to the Brit up ahead again as well. So yeah, that's definitely his driving style. So we're going to catch up a little bit here, skipping forward to the middle of lap 6, and we're going to actually return a favour here, start flashing. Now, I maybe shouldn't have done this in hindsight, but at the same time, you know, it's I suppose give them a taste of their own medicine. If it's acceptable for one person to do it, is it not acceptable for both? Let me know your thoughts on that, guys. I did feel a little bit guilty after doing it, but at the end of the day, if he's going to ruin two people's races, or attempt to, plus however many others it could have ruined. No, I feel like it's only a mutual sign of respect, or disrespect in this case. But yeah, let me know in the comments what your thoughts on that would be. But yeah, I didn't feel massively good about doing this. And myself, I've got epilepsy, so actually it felt a little bit intensive when I kept doing it, and when the German kept doing it. So I might have to bring up the brightness and the contrast, so that's not an issue anymore, at least for the night races anyway, because I need to be obviously careful. Luckily I'm racing it in the broad daylight here, but if I was racing it completely at night in my flat, it could have been maybe a little bit dangerous. But we're all okay for now anyway, so happy days. And we do have someone else on the attack now. This can be the Frenchman. And actually puts me off a little bit there, but that's probably going to be, you know, I suppose karma for me, so fair enough for me flashing. But yeah, anyway, so everyone's all equal now, apart from these two. The two Frenchmen decided to have a little battle, and he just about gets in my way here, Motorrad, so I did not get around. A little bit annoying that, but we go on. So, penultimate lap right here. We need to get round Motorrad and hopefully try and capture some more positions. Time's running out though, and I'm starting to lose a bit of hope. But although we both grazed the wall there, the Spaniard here decides to make actually a really nice move on us, just not in the best places, but quite a nice move nonetheless. And we're going to also look for a move, but we're not quite going to be able to squeeze into that gap there. And I feel like I can go faster around here as well. I just got to find that time, especially racing in the night. This is kind of all new to me, so I'd like the opportunity to improve on that and work on it. And I reckon I'm braking in a lot. I'm braking a lot earlier than I normally do. Pretty much down to me not being able to see my references as easy. However, it's something that I need to work on as a, you know, anyway for my racecraft and whatnot. So, you know, it's all good practice. So anyway, we are looking behind of P8. We're not really going to be able to make a move here unless anything goes wrong. See, there are more flashings going on. So clearly this is just how some people like to race. But it looks like the Spaniard gets what's coming to him from flashing and gets off track there with a karma. Exactly what happened to me a couple laps ago, pretty much. So fair enough. But therefore P8. We're actually in purple sectors right here, which I was really shocked at. I looked at the fastest lap and clearly, well, we're faster than that. So actually we're borderline in my qualifying pace, which is really helpful. At qualifier though, I got in the Honda, at least at the time, but I will be improving that time, or going to attempt to anyway. Again, the Frenchman flashing the headlights, and I don't know what happened here, but it looks like these two have a bit of a dispute, and the Belgian and the Italian are both going to get it wrong, so therefore we're going to move up back into P6. So quite a journey this one has been so far, isn't it? But the journey does not quite end there. So here we go. Forest Elbow. Are we going to be able to get it right just the last time? Luckily we do. However, same can't be said for all the races here, because they're all going to keep it right. I'm sure there was some accidents below, but actually this invites the three ahead to get into a very close battle here. And looks like the Frenchman, again, karma has been served even from all that flashing, and yeah, that's pretty much going to be all she wrote. We got back into P5. What a journey of daily races it's been today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments below. And I hope to see you guys all in the next video. It's been a pleasure making this for you guys. So, yeah, it's been fun. Anyway, take care.